There we go. Test that muscle rod out. Get him out of that thick. Welcome back to the channel. We are out today testing out the brand new Googan rods. That is right. Super excited to show you guys what they're all about. Got myself the Gold Series Finesse and I got myself the Muscle Bait Caster. So we're going to test both these out, try to avoid some of these cow patties that are here in front of me because we are out at the farm pond with our buddy James again from POPINPONDS. We're out here testing out the brand new rods. I got a jig on one and I got a Ned rig on the other. So gonna put some trailers on these things and get them out there in the water. So let's get to it. So as you can see, you got the Finesse rod right here in front of me. We're gonna be testing this out with the Ned rig. We got a 3/16 of an ounce Ned rig head. This is a mushroom shaped little Ned head. And we're gonna probably be matching that up with our X Zone little Ned rigs. These are one of my favorite Neds out there. I might even try out one of the Rattling Chunks by Googan. I just got these as the Okeechobee color, so it's got that blue flake with that green pumpkin on top. But on the muscle setup that we have right here as well, we're gonna be tying on black and blue jig. We'll probably be putting on that Okeechobee crawl as a trailer on this thing. It has that little rattle in it, so it'll help attract the fish and hopefully test out both these things, show you guys what they look like. I'll talk all about them when we're out there in the water. So let's get these things tied up and get to it. Murkier compared to last time. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, so the first pole we are trying out today is the Finesse Gold Series. Just pop it right out there in the middle. It's a 7-foot fast action Finesse pole. You're getting caught up on your new Clash. Hold on, let me show everyone this thing. Can you just like slap that over here on the camera? James has like one of the most limited edition lures you can get right here. This is the Joy, what is the Joy Thief?
Clash 9 with
Clash 9.
Working Class Citizen, or Zero,
yeah.
and DRT.
Working Class Zero DRT collab. This thing is what, like $120 just normally?
Two of them.
They go for like almost $400, I'm sure, aftermarket. Alright, man, this thing so far, first two cast, I like it. It has a nice little stiff form to it. It's really light though. I have it matched up with my Shimano Sedona little spin reel. I have a 20-pound braid on there. We're rocking 3/16 ounce little Ned setup. It is the X Zone Ned rig. This pole's so light feeling, man. Like, it's really light, but it's really stiff feeling. Compared to what I'm used to using for finesse fishing, I usually have a little bit like a slower bend. It's not as stiff. So it is different, at least in feel for me. But I guess that's a good thing, you know, as far as an all-around pole. It's time to try out the muscle pole. Oh, you on one? All right, man, a good one too.
No.
Not huge though, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, guys, so we got the muscle series on right now. This is a 7.5-foot pole, a lot bigger and a lot more stiff. It is an extra fast action, very, very sturdy, very nice long butt to it, so you got extra leverage when you set the hook. We got the jig on there right now. It is the 1/2 ounce little lumberjack flipping jig, and we have the Rattling Ned on it as a trailer. One of the cool things about these rods is they come with these little booklets. So in the little booklet that they give you right here, you can see this is the muscle rod setup right here. It says it's for jigs, flipping baits, and topwater frogs, weighing in over at 1/2 ounce. It's an ideal rod for heavy power, fast action, providing a strong hook set for the extended rod length, and adds a lot of leverage for those battles. So basically, this is going to be your frog, jig, flipping, pitching type rod. As you can see, it is a casting type, heavy power, fast action, or extra fast action actually. The line weight for mono and fluoro is anywhere from 12 to 25 pounds. The braid is going to be from 50 to 65, and the handle grip, like I said, is about 16.5 inches. Lures, frogs, jigs, and Texas rigs. So pretty cool little thing that they have right there. I'll show you guys the Finesse rod right now. So here's the Finesse rod and the techniques and the ratings. It actually talks about individual ratings on these rods. I just noticed that it's not necessarily talking about the rods itself. It's telling you that each rod has this much reaction. It tells you about the rod itself and how you can actually use it. So each rod itself is going to be a little bit more in depth, and talks a lot more in depth actually about how you'd want to use it. Right here it says using shaky heads. It talks about using light jigs, top water baits, stuff like that when you are using the reaction finesse rod. The type of rod itself is going to be a spinning type. It is a medium power with the fast action. Your line weight is going to be from 8 to 12 pounds on mono and fluoro. It is going to be from 15 to 30 pounds on braided, and your little handle, your base, is going to be 12¼ inches long. The lures you're going to be wanting to use it is finesse, soft plastic, shaky heads, Ned rigs, drop shots, stuff like that. So that is why we got the Ned rig on that one. That is why we got the jig on this. So we'll just keep pitching out here, testing them, and see if we can get something hooked up, show you guys what they look like in action. Woo, first fish of the day. Choke that little Ned rig. I don't think I was, to be honest. I might not have been recording. That's hilarious. All right, guys, if I was or not, don't know if I was recording, but just got my first fish on the finesse setup. We were using the finesse rod with that little Ned rig, just pulled him out. But yeah, if I got it on the film, we'll see it. If I didn't, we won't, but let's get him back in the water. Start flipping these tree branches. Got that mussel rod ready. So let's see what's in there. Believe you on that. Oh, I got a hit. Oh! Oh, back at it, back at it. He's back on it. Come on, just take it. Right in between these tree branches. There we go. There we go. Test that mussel rod out. Get him out of that thick. There we go. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not getting away this time, buddy. Woo! That's the little guy that was pecking at it. He ain't even big enough to fit the whole damn jig in his mouth. All right, guys, first fish on the mussel rod, and I can tell you, that was awesome. That thing was not going anywhere. I felt it just pop up. Felt every little tap on it. Threw it out there, missed it the first time, threw it out there again, and just smacked him. Was not going to play around. Got so much leverage. Was able to just yank him right out of those tree trunks over there. Had him flopping out of the water. He did not stand a chance. Get right back over there and see if we can find another one. That was awesome. Once again, got that fish on the lumberjack flipping jig. This is the Texas craw color with our Karls Amazing Haas craw. Just flipping it in between the brush. Came around the other side of the lake, our pond, and we're gonna flip right here between these trees and see if there isn't another thing down there. Just work that jig real softly. Got some more coverage right over here, so we'll toss it along that. Damn, I didn't even know I had one. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, another one. That's a stubby one. Look at him. He's stubby and short, chunky as can be, though. He's got to be at least 3 pounds. Barely had him. I didn't even expect him to be on there. I thought I had a tree stump. Look at that, guys. There's another one on that little jig, Texas craw color. One of my favorites and proven colors here in Texas. As you may figure, it is a Texas craw, you know. But solid 2-pound fish. Get him back in the water. Maybe start trying out the finesse setup, since I don't know if I got that on camera for you guys, but another good one. Get him back in the water. I did not feel that one. It was like I was rubbing grass almost, and it did feel a little stubby. It felt like I was, you know, pulling my lure through some grass. So I kind of just set the hook to see, you know, maybe if there was something there. Maybe I was pulling a fish through some grass or something, and boom, set the hook, had that nice little fish on there. I'm gonna put this away though, try out the finesse setup, and see if we can show you guys what that looks like. So a lot of times during the winter, guys, you'll see you get these tree branches and stuff sticking out of the water. The fish usually like to hunker up on things like that because it does retain a lot of the heat. It also allows them to not have to move. A lot of other bait fish bugs, stuff like that will come, fall off the branches and come right to them. Makes it real easy for them because they are cold-blooded animals. They don't want to spend a lot of energy moving around and trying to find meals, especially during the winter time when it is very cold. Oh, we're getting smacked. There we go. There we go. That's one on the Finesse. Little guy. I just pulled one on the Ned rig on the Finesse pull. Really fun, really neat. Felt a little peck, kind of felt it drifting off. Threw it right over here in this little brush pile, and we were able to pull this one out. So got this guy going, got the Finesse set up going. Let's keep on fishing, see if we can find ourselves some nice big ones hunkered down. Let's get back to it. We are now tossing the muscle rod again, just because we are flipping into a lot of tree stubs. And I feel like this is going to be the best rod to get in there, really pull it out if we need to. Some final things I'll talk about these rods now that I got a good idea, you know, once we got the fish on there, how they feel. They are very sensitive, very lightweight, very strong rods. You know, you get that full hook set all the way through to the base of the pole. You can feel it when you know you're fighting them. You know they're still on. There's plenty of strength in the tip of the rod when I'm bringing it in or when I'm trying to work it out of these logs. I'm not really concerned about any of that stuff. I can feel it, like it just feels really good. On top of that, like the lightness really helps the balance of the pole. Makes it so I can feel it when it goes down. Makes it real easy to set the hook right back up. It's really light in the hands and really good feel in the palm. So it makes it really easy to kind of hold it down. I am tossing the muscle. I do have the Finesse. So I do have a pretty good idea about those. I've also tried the green Finesse and the gold Twitch when I was fishing with Weston. I'll leave a link for you guys below in my description so you guys can go and watch that video as well. See, you know, all about the rods when we were out there that time. Oh, I think I got a hit. Yep. Barely felt that one, but we felt it. Not bad. All right, everybody, so that is going to do it for the day. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about these rods that we were testing out today. Tell you a little bit more about my first impression. So the first setup we'll talk about is the muscle rod setup that I have. That is going to be the setup that I caught the most fish on. So I did get a pretty good idea of how this rod feels, how it handles. It is a fairly light rod, especially for its size. As far as its sensitivity, it's not all there. You don't feel every single hit. But it is a heavier version of a rod. It is a longer rod, so you do lose a lot of that finesse touch in the length of the butt, in the length of the rod, and the thickness of the rod. I'm also rocking braided lines, so that could, you know, kind of add a little bit to that. But as far as the pole goes overall, very sturdy, very easy to cast, very easy to handle. I talked a little bit about it out there on the water, how light it is. It allows you to kind of have leverage on the rod itself and you know, get that quick reaction setting the hook, which is really nice to have, especially on an extra long pole like this. Makes it really nice when you're frog fishing, jig fishing, fishing in that real thick vegetation. When you have to set that hook really quick and kind of get them out of that vegetation, keep it tight, keep it strong, with minimal flexibility in the rod, this is going to be a really good rod for that. So put that one back down and we'll talk about the Finesse setup. So the Finesse setup is a really nice setup. I really do like it. I feel like it can be a good overall rod. You can use this for pretty much any bait out there. It's a lot stiffer compared to my other Finesse rod that I usually use, my lews rod. But that stiffness is what's going to make this rod be kind of your all-around rod, I feel like. It'll also kind of help with drop shots, get that little bit stronger finesse action. It's a stronger rod, just the tip kind of bends, so that'll help with that heavier weight action and kind of working that stuff up and down, vegetation lines, rock lines, stuff like that. All in all, I really do like both the rods. I mean, for the price that you pay for them, you really can't beat it. There's a lot of more features about the rods that I haven't talked about in this video, but I do have a video that I previously put out. I'll go ahead and leave a link for you guys below in the description, as well as that other video when I got it with Weston and we tested out the green series and the Twitch rod. But that's going to be it for today, guys. If you do have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you like the video, leave me a thumbs up. It always helps out the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you can get in on all of our future videos. But that is going to be it for today, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.